Hello and welcome to the Mantle of Intelligence. My name is Nomad, and joining me in today's Battle of Intelligence is SUNSfan and syndereN, two beloved casters and podcasters and generally good people around the Dota scene. How are you guys doing?
I'm the good person.
Hello.
SUNSfan, all right, you're a little bit looking very fresh, sir. How are you feeling confidence-wise about taking on the Titan who is SUNSfan in this battle of wits?
I would be more comfortable if it was called the Mantle of Strength, but I know that's not an item, unfortunately. We can call it the Gauntlet of Strength, I suppose. But intelligence, if I beat syndereN, I am never going to let him live this down, because he should win.
So if I beat you in the Mantle of Intelligence, and then you beat me, what would the Gauntlet of Strength be? It sounds like some sort of strongman competition.
I do one push-up.
Oh, shit.
You are incapable.
Nah.
So syndereN, you're feeling pretty confident. You reckon you're gonna wreck this scrub?
Was that to me or to SUNSfan? I thought you said SUNSfan.
To you, syndereN, sir.
Give it to me.
I'm confident, but not arrogant.
Confident.
But yeah, we're
wow, that's the most humble contestant we've had on the 2 episodes of the show so far. Very good stuff. All right, guys. So just to run you guys through the show, and of course everybody watching at home, we are going to have 4 rounds of questions. We do start things off with some Dota gameplay, the nice easy stuff, 6 questions of that. Then we get into Dota lore. Only 2 Dota lore questions, but they are worth 2 points each. Then we move in to the guest question. We have a surprised guest coming in and giving us their question, which again worth 2 points. Then we move into the Dota Pro scene. 4 questions there, all worth 1 point. Then we have the Puck of Luck again, which I'll explain once we get to it. Then we go into general knowledge for our final round, and then we'll either have tiebreakers known as Nomad's Nuggets, or we'll already know who the victor is. Therefore, yeah, we'll get through it. Any questions? Are we good to go?
I just hope we don't have to do any Nomad's Nuggets.
That sounds delicious.
I hope we do. Alrighty, guys, let's get into our first category, which is Dota gameplay. So starting it off nice and easy, question 1. Which of the following spells does not allow you to deny your teammates whilst they are afflicted by it? Is it...
Hello?
Oh, go! We've already lost somebody straight off the bat. syndereN.
No, I'm back in again, but I somehow lost your footage, so I couldn't hear you anymore. But I think we're back.
Oh. We're good? Alright, cool. Alright, anyways, is it A, Maledict? Is it B, Venomous Gale? Is it C, Shadow Strike? Or is it D, Doom? Which of these does not allow you to deny your teammates whilst they are afflicted by it? Alright, we have both our answers. So, SUNSfan, you want to start us off? What do you think the answer is, sir?
It's A. I talk about this in our cast all the time, just to show my great prowess, my great knowledge of the game. There used to be about 15 spells, and over the years it's finally dwindled down to just 3, which is B, C, and D. So A is the answer.
Imagine you get the first question wrong. Imagine.
And syndereN, you agreeing with him?
But you didn't. No. It's A.
Good. Yep, you're both absolutely right. The answer is indeed A, Maledict. And yeah, Gale, Shadow Strike, and Doom are the only spells left which make you deniable. So that means 1 point each. Starting things off, nice and even seems. Let's go on to question 2. Which of the following heroes has the highest int gain per level? The highest int gain per level. Is it A,
damn it.
Invoker? Is it B, Pugner? Is it C, Techies? Or is it D, Outworld Devourer? Which of these is the most intelligent dude out of all of them? Alright. syndereN, I'll let you answer this one first.
I am going to go ahead and say it's B, Pugna.
Alright.
I think...
SUNSfan, you agreeing with that one?
Yep, I said the same. I'm pretty confident, actually. When you first read the question, I was like, fuck. But then Pugna, I actually think it is Pugna. It's like a 4.0 int rate or something like that.
Pugna or OD? I think it's Pugna, though.
It is indeed Pugna. Yeah, you're absolutely right, both of you. Yeah, for some reason, a small green skeleton is smarter than an immortal mage that has dedicated his life to learning spells. I don't know, man. He's just a smart little duck guy. What more can I tell you? And let's move it on now to question number 3, getting a little bit harder as time goes on. Just so you guys know at home, by the way, these guys are answering their questions privately first. So there's no cheating going on. It doesn't matter who answers first. They've both already submitted their answers.
Should I be turning off the stream? I can't really see the chat, but I don't want there to be any question marks here. You know?
Oh, no, you can watch the stream. It's all good. It's all good.
I think chat is going to be right.
syndereN in chat. We should do an Ask an Audience question, shouldn't we?
Trusting chat in a quiz show. Oh my god.
Alrighty, question 3. Which of the following spells can Rubik not steal? Is it A, Walrus Punch? Is it B, Terror Wave? Is it C, Walrus Kick? Or is it D, Counterspell? Terror Wave is, of course, Terror Blade's spell you get when he has an Aghanim Scepter. You might not know what that's called because no one ever buys Aghanim Scepter on Terror Blade because no one's stupid. That's an overgeneralization.
Oh boy.
Need to think on this one, actually.
Getting them old cogs turning on syndereN, though. SUNSfan, he's messing around today. He's straight in. He's a quick answerer.
Yeah, I already answered syndereN. I'm very, very confident.
You know, you don't get extra points for asking quickly, by the way, SUNSfan.
It's okay. I like to be quick in everything I do. My girlfriend's very happy about that.
Oh, God.
Okay. Do I need to answer now? Didn't he just lose by default on that comment?
We do not attribute points based on
I'm gonna go with
prowess.
my gut. I'm actually really not sure about this one.
Alrighty, so I can reveal that you guys have answered the same thing again, and you guys have both gone for D. But were you right, is the question. And you guys were, in fact, incorrect. He can steal Counterspell. He cannot steal Walrus Kick.
It's the kick he can't steal.
Walrus
Kick.
Why?
He can't steal.
That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. There's some really weird interactions.
Okay, so logically you would think that if he can steal Terror Wave, he can also steal Walrus Kick, because they're both just new sub-abilities you get, right? When you get eggs on the hero. So that's...
Maybe he just hasn't ever gone to leg day, syndereN. He just skips leg day every time.
He's all upper body.
Makes sense.
That's fair, yeah. He's definitely all about the show, not about the actual lifting power. We know that we'll all know someone like that. Yeah, he's got some really weird interactions, though. It's also with Spectre, with her Shadow Step ability. If he steals it after he's used Reality, which is where you jump to the target, he steals Haunt instead of Shadow Step. But if he steals it as you've just used Shadow Step, he can still get Shadow Step. So you'll never really see a Rubik with Shadow Step, because A, Spectre's never by Aghanims, and B, she has to have used it but not used the reality part of it yet, which is just kind of nonsense. But yeah, I mean, he can technically do it, but Walrus Kick, he just straight up can't do it. Can't do it.
Game's in beta, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, very much in beta. Very spaghetti game. Alrighty, question number 4. How many hero spells or items can increase tower attack speed? Is it A, 2? Is it B, 3? Is it C, 4? Or is it D, 5? I'll give you guys a bit of time to think, do a bit of counting, get the old fingers out, the old digits, try and figure it out. So, I mean, the last question's kind of got you guys stumped, because, I mean, you think you have to use logic for these questions, but in reality, it's all kind of wild guessing in some of these situations, because you try to follow logic with the valve, and that doesn't get you very far, unfortunately.
Oh, God, I could...
Chat coming in, answering with 8.
That's what I was thinking too. Damn.
I was hoping it would it's got to be a multiplier of 2, right? So 16 has got to be it.
syndereN, do you know this out of curiosity?
No, I don't. I'm really, really, really trying to think here. That's not my strong suit.
I know.
Dig into that brain.
Well, considering how much I'm struggling, I'm gonna go with this.
I'm sure we're gonna pick the same answer.
Probably.
Alrighty, you guys have both answered. So, SUNSfan, you know, what did you go for this time?
You know, I could have went out on a limb and guessed more, the number that is higher than what I can actually say. The Arc Warden Bubble and Ogre Magi's Bloodlust. Literally can't think of anything else. There might be something.
All right, and syndereN, what have you got?
I also picked 2. So,
I knew it. I know you so well.
but I don't. Now that you say the bubble, it might actually be 3. I don't think it's more than 3. But
Well, what did you think of then? Did you just guess a random number without thinking of the spells?
the only thing that came to mind was Bloodlust, and I was like, if I'm struggling that much to think about
You should
more,
have
there's
put
probably
1
more.
as an option. Damn it.
Yeah, we kind of played ourselves there as quizzes, but in fact the answer is actually 4. They
Wow.
are Chen. His little spell increases
Oh,
tower attack
Penitence works
speed.
on
Penitence.
towers.
Yep,
Yeah.
Ogre Magi you got,
Uh,
Arc Warden you got, and Assault Caress also increases tower attack speed.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was thinking that, but I'm too stupid, and I thought they might have gotten rid of the attack speed for towers aspect. Oh, I had it.
Okay,
See, I say this
I would
all
have
the
never
time.
guessed 4. I would have guessed 3 if anything.
Yeah.
higher. So I would have never guessed that.
I should have guessed 4 because I did think of AC, and then I remember now that you mentioned Chen, Neil made a video involving Chen, Bloodlust, and Arc Warden to make towers attack really fast, but Neil always escapes me, so fail
Had it,
by me.
SUNSfan, you had it. Yeah, weirdly Abaddon doesn't. His Curse of Avernus just doesn't. Towers don't care about him apparently. Alrighty,
Oh, I
guys,
forgot
let's
about that
move
one.
on to question 5, and question 5 is: if Faceless Void uses a Necronomicon whilst inside his chronosphere, what will the units do? Will they A, not spawn and be stunned? Jesus, whoever wrote this question is trying to screw me. Not be stunned but no movement speed bonus. Not be stunned and have movement speed bonus. Or third answer. There you go. There you go.
Whoa, okay. I'm just going to look at the screen here. I'm a bit confused now.
I already answered.
Alright,
You see?
apparently you guys get there's only 3 options on this one. Oh, okay. Alright, gotcha. So, not spawned, be stunned, not be stunned, but no movement speed bonus, or not be stunned and have movement speed bonus. A complicated question, alright.
Okay.
you're-
What's this?
You take way longer than me.
It's between 2,
Alright.
for sure.
You guys have answered differently. Exciting.
Thank God.
A bit of intrigue.
Oh,
syndereN,
no.
I went with my instinct on this one.
what did you go for, syndereN?
So I went with C, because I think the only units inside Chrono that have 1000 move speed are Void himself and Rubik if he steals Chrono.
What about Mantle Illusions, syndereN?
They might be haste. They might have 1000 as well because they're also technically Void himself. But I don't think other units have the haste. I'm gonna guess you went with D.
Yes, I did, and I'm probably wrong.
I
Now that I'm
really
questioning
don't know.
myself.
I really don't know this.
We got a C and we got a D. Well, SUNSfan goes for the D, and it pays off big time. Indeed, it is in fact D. You will
God, I'm
not
good.
be
Necro
stunned.
units with 1000 move speed. I actually haven't seen
Yeah.
that build since that change. I think.
Madness. So yeah, SUNSfan pulling ahead in the Dota gameplay round.
I can't wait to
What
lose
a
to
twist.
SUNSfan in a quiz show.
Wait till we get a
Absolutely.
hamburger question on the general knowledge, syndereN. I'm gonna beat you so bad.
Hamburger question, the myth, the legend. Necro units, I don't know. I guess they're pretty strong on Void. I haven't seen it built before. Question number 6. Let's move on. What is the Orb of Venom's passive ability called? This is the final question in the Dota gameplay round, by the way. So what is the Orb of Venom's passive ability called? Is it A, Venomous Attack? Is it B, Slowing Attack? Is it C, Poison Attack? Or is it D, Envenomed Bite?
Fuck.
How long do you spend in that shop reading these words, reading the descriptions?
Shit.
So these have some of the most random names possible.
The
It's
thing
like,
is, it genuinely could be any of these 4, right? That's the problem.
oh yeah,
B is what they would have called it in like an early version when they were deciding what to call it, and then they just never changed it. You know, it's like, it's an attack that slows. So,
I just want to let you know I answered like 20 seconds ago.
okay, that's cool.
he answered before the question was asked. Actually,
That's right.
Really? Oh,
he's
so you
actually just
know it?
spammed out A B D A A D B C. I'm just kind of reading through them as we go at this point.
This is to tie it up for you, syndereN. If you get
Man, I have no.
I have
Alright.
faith in you.
I'm
You're the analyst here.
Believe in
You should be
yourself.
able to get these.
Believe
Yeah,
in yourself.
of course I know this.
All right. All right, SUNSfan, what did you put?
All right, so number one, I think B and C are definitely not it. 100%. I
Okay.
just did a 50-50 between A and D, and A just feels generic enough, but not too generic for Valve to be okay with it. Envenomed Bite is just weird. Like there's nothing biting about it, but it could still be D, I will admit. But I put A.
And what did you go for, syndereN?
I put A as well, so I'm
Damn
not
it.
catching up, no matter what. But
Went
now I
for
hope I'm
the
wrong.
Venomous attack. And you are both wrong, actually.
Nice.
It is, despite SUNSfan's prediction, it is C. Yeah, I mean, the description of Orb of Venom says something like it's. I think it's envenoms your weapon with the venom of a venomous viper.
I remember that text actually.
And yet, for some reason, the ability is called Poison Attack. So, I mean, this whole question was a shit show from the beginning. I won't lie to you guys. We just kind of
Yeah.
reading some
Fucking
items,
Valve,
just like,
man.
what the hell is it? All right, fine, put it in.
All right,
That's a question
stumped.
6.
I'm shocked on that one. Jesus.
It's complete nonsense. I won't lie to you. But yeah, that's going to leave us coming out of our Dota gameplay round, and SUNSfan leading by 1 point. syndereN trailing by 1 point. But don't worry, syndereN.
Unbelievable.
You might get a little boon here to help you out. Now, we are going to spin the Puck of Luck, or at least gives you the option to spin the Puck of Luck, as you see on your screens here. Puck is surrounded by his lovely friends. Now, you can get yourself a selection of boons, but if you land on an axe, you will lose yourself a further point. So, do you want to spin the Puck of Luck and possibly get yourself a boon, but risk losing that point? Or do you think you can come back all by your brain's power by itself?
What are the possible boons?
All right, well, the possible boons, I'm glad you asked. There's a God Strength, which doubles the point for a round, but causes you to lose a point if you get it wrong. Therefore, and that applies to both of you as well. So God Strength basically increases the odds for a question. So if you think you're going to get it right and the opponent's going to get it wrong, might be a good time to pop it. If you land on Avenge, you get Nether Swap. Nether Swap swaps your answer with the enemies without them knowing it. Therefore, you can trick them into getting a question wrong, basically. And maybe taking
right.
their answer and getting it right. And Dust will take away 2 incorrect answers just for you. So that's a nice little
Okay.
buff as well and help you get it right. So are you going to swing it?
And do we currently have any of these boons already?
No, you have
We do
nothing.
not have any of these.
Nope.
Okay, I think I'm gonna spin. That sounds like fun.
Gonna go for it.
I'll spin.
All right.
Yeah.
syndereN, let's spin the Puck of Luck and see where it lands. Take it away. Oh, no.
Yes.
The 1 in
Yes.
4 chance. Unfortunately, syndereN, you have been dunked, and that is you down to 1 point. SUNSfan pulling away with a 2-point lead now. Oh
The
my
show is
goodness.
rigged, actually.
You know what? I was not gonna spin because I have horrific luck. But what are the chances that happens again, huh? Let's go for it. Give it a whirl.
Unfortunately, you can only spin the Puck of Luck if you're behind, SUNSfan. So, yeah.
Damn it!
You're good.
Spin it for him anyway. Show
Spin
him what
it,
he
and
would've
I just
won.
want to see what I get. Yeah.
Let's see what you would have got. All right, take it away. And you
Thank
have
God.
got axe as well, so syndereN dodges the bullet.
Thank goodness.
Oh my god. That is a flicker, by the way, guys. So there's no
Yeah.
way. Yeah, there's no way we're controlling this. It's just a flicker. Any random
Yeah.
direction.
No way at all.
Nope. All right.
Do it one more
let's
time.
move
Prove
on.
it can hit something that's not an axe.
Oh.
Okay.
See, you can
That's
go
nice.
Sven. You can
Yeah,
go anywhere.
definitely
No
rigged.
rigged show here. Don't worry about it, folks. That'd be pretty next level to go into the code and change the coding of Flickr in a custom lobby just to fuck you guys.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna just reply to my retweet earlier and say I have triple syndereN's points BTW. Okay, we're done.
Damn, going
Carry
ahead.
on.
All right. syndereN against Steamrod. Let's get into the Dota lore part of the game. Now, there are only 2 questions here, but they're both worth 2 points. So the odds are certainly up. And let's get straight into it. Question number 1. Which hero has the highest quantity of brains? Which hero has the highest quantity of brains? Is it A, Ogre Magi? Is it B, Medusa? Is it C, Techies? Or is it D, Meepo? Highest quantity of brains. Curious question, to say the least.
What level Meepo? I'm okay. I think we're both going to get this wrong because it has to do with lore. There's no way you know anything about lore, right? syndereN, do you know anything about lore?
Yeah, I know a lot about lore.
Okay,
Oh
good.
damn.
Highest quantity of brains. I feel like the question itself sounds too easy. I know it's not. There's no way it's that easy.
Like that sneaky correction of the question, by the way. Shout out to the producer.
Oh,
Sakai.
Medusa. Oh, I thought it was Medua.
Did you think that? Were you trying to like think who is Medua?
All right, I'm YOLOing this one
Vengeance
just because I have triple points on syndereN.
Oh, he's going for it.
I
He's
mean,
going for
okay.
it. All right, we have both our answers. Gentlemen, what have you put? You both put B. Both
Oh
one
my
for Medusa.
What is wrong with you? Just pick a normal answer.
All right, SUNSfan, what would you like to describe your thought process behind this answer?
There's no describing it. I have no idea. Like, this is obviously a trick question. Ogre Magi should have 2, Teku should have 3, Meepo should have 4 or 5 with that. I can't even fucking remember how many Meepos there are anymore. And then Medusa is just like random. Just a bunch of snakes, maybe?
Exactly. Medusa has her face, and then around that face is a lot of snakes, and they have a brain each. So she probably has like 7.
So I'm going with the trick question here with Medusa.
Well, I feel like we need to give syndereN some bonus points, but we won't because that's not in the rules. But yeah, 7 is the amount of brains which Medusa has. It's the correct
it was
answer.
actually
She
even
has
7, dude.
It is 7. Yeah, she
but I'm
has
still
1 brain.
losing, so
Has
who cares?
6 snakes have 1 brain each. Ogre's got 2 heads, but I think it's mentioned somewhere he's got half a brain in each head. But either way, he's not in contention. Techies has 3. Meepo caps out at 5. Medusa has the 7 heads, which is no wonder why she's got such high int gain. Little snakes must getting smarter with her. So there we go. Question number 1 of the lore, and 2 points being awarded to both syndereN and SUNSfan after this one. So let's move on.
Why
to
did you? How do you pick that without even thinking? Like,
I'm just good.
remember when I said rigged show? Started to mean it.
I can look into your brain, syndereN. You forgot about that.
Question 2. Who created Earthshaker? Is it A, Earthshaker?
Oh.
Is it B, Earth Spirit? Is it C, Tiny? Or is it D, Leshrac? Heroes in Dota, pretty famous for having some crazy origin stories.
All right, so I will say now I have literally no idea, syndereN.
Yeah.
I don't watch Loregasm. I don't pay attention to that garbage. How about you? Do you know?
I don't know, but now I'm trying to think, and you're making it hard.
Yeah, good. Well, there's no way it's Earth Spirit, right, syndereN? There's no way. There's no relation
no way.
other than Earth. There's no
It
way.
can't possibly be Earth.
We're working together here now to eliminate.
Let's become a...
Tiny he's too stupid to create Earthshaker. So it's really between Earthshaker himself and randomly Leshrac, which again, very random. All right, I'm answering.
Yeah. No, I'm
Boom. Straight you in. Both straight away. All right.
Same again.
syndereN, what have you put?
I put Leshrac.
Put Leshrac, number D.
Yeah.
All right. Following
He
the
split the
workings
Earth.
out. SUNSfan?
I put A. For some reason, I feel like I remember something from Loregasm because I watch it. I lied about that portion. I just don't remember any of it. Something about Earthshaker
Deceit.
creating himself, but
How can you
could be
create yourself?
bullshit. I don't know. Dota doesn't make sense. So
You can't possibly create yourself. Leshrac split
I'm
the Earth
afraid
and that created
he
Earthshaker.
can create himself. It is indeed A again. SUNSfan pulling ahead with 2 points. Some heroes have intricate origins, such as fundamental force of the universe. Some have bar brawlers for a living. Shaker, meanwhile, he's just dirt that decided to come alive one day, and so he did. That's pretty much his origin stories. Therefore, Earthshaker
That's
did
kind of
create
my origin
Earthshaker.
story too. Now that I think about it.
I think
You
next
willed
time we
yourself
cast,
into
you should do play-by-play, and I'll talk about lore. Okay?
That's great.
I'll be the lore caster.
Just what everybody wants. The service we didn't know we needed. Alrighty, guys. At the end of the Dota lore section, we are currently SUNSfan with 7 points up, and syndereN down with only 3 points. My goodness, what an unexpected turn
It's
of
more than
events.
enough. It's more than enough.
We are heading towards that halfway mark, and that means we're going to move in to our guest question part of the show. And today's special guest, we've got 1437, my co-cast, because I'm very, very lazy. He's going to be asking you a question now. Just SUNSfan and syndereN, by the way, guys, you won't be able to hear him, but don't panic, 'cause we'll read out the question afterwards for you guys.
Okay.
So, yeah, take it away, 1437.
Hello, everyone. During the year 2012 and 2013, who was the designated mid player for Team LGD International? Is it A, Korok, B, Kuroki, C, G Kill Them All, or D, Misery?
And for some reason, a grim reminder of what happened earlier on there. But yeah, there we go. During the year 2012 to 2013, who was the mid player for LGD International, the team in which Theban was indeed the position 4 for? Was it A, Korok? Was it B, Kuroki? Was it C, G? Or was it D, Misery? Korok, Kuroki, G, or Misery? The team of LGD International. Had a few rosters throughout the years. One in 2012 initially created. They changed roster in
Okay.
late
Let's do it.
2013.
Let's do it.
Oh, SUNSfan
Answered.
early.
I have
The
nothing
strategy
to
was his word
lose.
from
I
so
am
far.
shit.
I am shit. Somebody clip that.
Alrighty, syndereN, what is your answer for this one?
My answer is C, which is also G.
Confusing.
I remember the team. Well, I'm not going to say I remember now, because if I'm wrong, then I clearly don't remember. But I do think Misery was part of the roster, though, I want to say. The other two weren't.
Okay, SUNSfan, what are your workings out?
You know
Tell
what?
us.
I think I out-memed myself here. Not going to lie. I thought this question was too easy, because G was the mid laner for LGD International. I already knew that. But for some reason, I thought it was a trick question, and I went with Korok. Because I don't know. He's never been on LGD International now that I think about it. But again, like I said, syndereN needs a way back into the game. I remember the full roster for LGD International, which makes this answer make even less sense. It was, let's see if I can say it was G, it was Misery, it was obviously Theban. God, who else was on that roster? Pycat and somebody else.
You're literally
Brax,
picking
of course,
Korok.
Brax.
You're picking Korok just to make it even more embarrassing that I lose to this. You know?
Yes.
You just, you know it's wrong. You're just really
Korok.
rubbing it in.
Korok and Kuroki were never on this roster. I just named their top 5, all 5 of their players, and I still pick Korok, syndereN.
Do you understand the point of a quiz show, SUNSfan?
It's to humiliate
syndereN,
the opponent. It's not about winning.
He needs the handicap here, you know?
Alrighty. Well, the winner of the 2 points is, unsurprisingly, syndereN, who did guess correctly.
Man,
with,
well done.
with G.
Well done.
The correct answer
Nice.
lights up. That's going to be 2 points for you, bringing you up to 7 versus 5 points. Well, I was meant to let Theban answer that one, actually. Well, you know, he can take you through it again, as I wouldn't want to not use his clip.
If
Take it
you
away, Theban.
answered C for G Kill Them All, you would be correct.
Alrighty, and
Thank you,
there-
Theban.
Was
Like
that
very
worth 1 or
much
2
indeed.
points?
That was worth 2 points.
Nice. Okay.
Oh.
So what did I get another minus point for? There we go.
For being an
there isn't
idiot.
just, you know, it's our score ticket's a little bit slow.
I'm
you know,
pretty
so
sure.
it takes a
Can
while
we
to
give
update
SUNSfan
sometimes.
minus 1 point for picking
Hey,
a
this
player
is
he knew
next
didn't play
level. I'm
anything?
trying to make it more entertaining. It's not going to be fun watching me
Nice.
get like
He got a minus
20
point.
points versus your 3. Come on.
Relax.
Come on, syndereN.
We're not done yet.
We are not indeed, and that leads us on to our next segment, which is the Dota Pro scene. So let's get straight into it. Question 1. Who came second in the International 2016? Is it A,
Lol.
CDEC? Is it B, Digital Chaos? Is it C, Wings? Or is it D, Newbie?
Shannon,
know,
you
I
have to
kinda-
pick. This is a trick question, Shannon. Okay, you got it.
I literally want to tie the game right now, syndereN. All right? Are you okay with that?
I'm kind of meta, considering picking a wrong answer.
What are you guys
How
doing to my
embarrassing would
show?
it be if I got this wrong, you know? It's obviously Wings. Don't you guys remember DC won the tournament? Don't you remember? I do in my dreams.
Alrighty, guys. What? I mean, you both put B. We all know it's B. It is indeed Digital Chaos. Yeah, winner of various accolades. Second at TI, winner of ESL Genting 2017, and most handsome founder.
Oh,
Okay,
thank you.
Greg.
That's true. No, not technically founder. He took over after the
He
fact.
took over.
But he is
okay,
very good
okay.
looking now. Absolutely.
Cool.
I gained all the weight he lost, so it seems.
Is that how it works? Is that when someone takes over, you then also
He actually
take the weight?
visited me, and he was still very overweight. And then once he left, he lost his weight, and I got fat. So I think he put a curse on me. No doubt about it.
Baton is passed. Very well. All right, let's get into question number 2. Which tournament did Samael make his breakout performance? Is it I-League Season 3,
Easy.
DAC 2015, Dream League Season 2, or Mars TV Dota 2 League 2015? It's an incredible game with a Stormfront. And you guys are wasting absolutely no chances in getting your answers in. So, SUNSfan, where'd you put?
DAC B. We cast it, right? I don't think we cast that game, but we cast that tournament for
We
sure.
definitely cast it, yeah. It was we cast
okay.
it from the summit, from the BTS house, right? At the time, I think.
That's right. I was horribly sick. If that happened these days, I don't think I would have been allowed in the house. So
I seem to remember Samael having a game on Storm where he got ganked 4 times in mid lane in 10 minutes, and then he went beyond godlike in the following 10 minutes or something like that. It was a very special game. But
Yeah,
memorable.
it kind of cemented Samael's status as one of the best mid laners in the world, and you're both absolutely correct. It is indeed DAC 2015. So let us move on to question number 3, as you both get 1 point for that one here in the Dota Pro Scene round. So, question number 3. How many times have Hellraisers joined and rejoined competitive
my
Dota 2? Is it A, 1? Is it B, twice? Is it 3, thrice? Or is it D, 4 times? Or quad?
all right, well,
or
this is a
thrice,
complete
or
guess then.
Quad times. Quattro.
Okay,
All right, let's go with that. Already answered. Got to go with your instinct, you know? That's why you're struggling here, Cinder.
Yeah.
Just go with the first thing.
Yeah.
Need them.
Go with the 0.
precious points.
They don't actually exist.
The trick question they never played.
Alrighty, SUNSfan, what was your answer?
Okay.
I put 3 for no particular reason. Yeah, there's literally no. I know they've done it several times. It's definitely not 1, but it could be B, C, or D.
All right, and SUNSfan, syndereN, sorry.
I put C, 3 as well. But I think if that's wrong, it's D. I'm pretty certain it's at least 3.
Look, stop picking the same one as me. That's not how you come back in the game. I don't know if you're aware how this
Copying.
works.
No, I don't know what you pick.
It is indeed C, guys. Well done. Your knowledge of the Hellraisers competitive
That's why I
Dota
picked
2
C,
CIS
and-
team is impressive. Both grabbing yourselves an extra point there. Keeping it, still at 2-point lead, SUNSfan.
Just remember, I could have 12 points very easily.
Yeah, but then you picked
Just want you to know
for
that.
no reason.
I know
And
all
I
of those
don't feel
players
sorry
too.
for you.
You just
All right.
needed the handicap. It's fine.
Question number 4, and one I think syndereN might have a little bit of an advantage with here. Which
Oh,
of
no.
these teams played in TI1? Which of these teams did play in TI1? Is it A, Mineski? Is it B, Team Empire? Is it C, Evil Geniuses? Or is it D, Tong Fu? TI1 of course,
Answered.
Whoa. Damn. I mean, he's putting the extra pressure on just by
he's
answering
stressing me
quickly.
out.
Is that
I'm
the play here,
Cinder,
SUNSfan?
I wasn't even there. I had to endure watching fucking Dota TV where they would follow Tinker, who TP's back to base all the time. It was miserable games.
It was great.
Alrighty, guys, you have indeed both answered. So, syndereN, what did you put?
I think it's Tong Fu. I seem to remember them playing. There were 3 or 4 Chinese teams, right? So there was eHome who got second, and then I think there was Tong Fu, and one more Chinese team, and then there was 1 or 2 Chinese teams that declined because they thought it was a scam, but I don't remember which teams those were. but could be wrong.
And
Actually,
SUNSfan.
you're probably right. So now that I look at it, I knew it's not B or C for sure.
It's
I put
definitely not
A,
B or C.
but I don't think there was an SCA team, right? I'm pretty now that I think about it. So Tongfu would technically make more sense, although I specifically don't remember them. But I put A, get you back in the game.
I actually
sometime.
think you might be right, and that I'm
Okay.
mistaking Tongfu for Tai Lu.
Man, it's a runaway victory for SUNSfan right now as
Yeah,
he gets it right
that's right.
again. It is Mineski,
It
and
was
that is
Tai
going to bring
Lu,
him up
right?
to
Tai Lu
11
were at
points.
TI1.
Yeah, Tai Lu, you're absolutely right. It was them.
God, I'm good. Even when I think I'm wrong.
Good. You're so good, dude.
And Matt, I could have 14. Wait, was that only 1 point? How many points was that?
You can't even count it. I'm losing.
I only got 1 point for that question. Was that a 1-pointer?
That was a
It's a
1-pointer.
one-pointer.
Yeah. We're sorry,
Oh,
we're
okay.
in,
I
we're
could
in
have
better place,
13 points, syndereN. Just remember,
I mean, I could as well if I knew that Earthshaker created himself.
if you watched Lorgasm, Slacks would be so sad to hear that you hate his show.
Actually, that's a good point. That's like the silver lining here, is that I didn't watch Slacks' content, and therefore I don't know the answer. So I consider
not
that
a-
a win in itself.
This is not a valuable lesson taken away. I mean, there's still a chance, I think. The puck of luck needs to help you out. But guess what's coming up, syndereN? You do have a chance to spin that puck of luck, and by my
Get
calculations, you need to stand a chance of being able to pull ahead.
Yeah, I'll spin it. I'm ready to hit. Okay, I'm
so-
going to hit the top right X here, but I'll do it.
Alrighty, another spin coming out for syndereN, and that's a spin.
That was really close, though. See, I
Very,
told
very
you.
close. It wasn't comfortable. But,
Don't forget that -1 point, Shannon, as well, to full RNG. And you spun an X2 and it didn't count. So, that's another
True. I'll
point.
give it you, Sven. You need it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
need it.
The game knows you need it.
So how is it? I need to use this when was it?
This is the one which you use at the start of the question. It will apply to both of you, and it will double the score if you get the question. So it'll give you 2 points instead of 1 if you get the question right. But if you get it wrong, you will get -1 point. So
Okay.
up in the
So
I can
stakes a
do a
bit here.
3-point swing.
points.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
All right. I like it. I like it. So he can do it after the question is read. Yes.
Yes. But before you.
But
guys
before the
answer.
answers. Okay. Right.
Alrighty,
Okay, syndereN.
let's
Use it
get
wisely. Don't
into
double my
it.
points.
The final round, which is general knowledge. Oh yes. We're moving away from the Dota now, and to take it home, we have got some general knowledge questions. So let's get straight into it. Question number 1: how many continents are there? Full stop in the world. How many are there? Is it A 6? Is it B 7? Is it C 8? Or is it D 12?
Jesus.
Continents in the world.
Answered. I didn't even count them in my head. Answered.
So we're putting syndereN into a place where he's got to get control of his own
Right,
mind.
I'm
He's gotta
being-
get it into that mind palace.
See, Shannon just answering instantly just triggers me.
Answered.
He's not even thinking. He's not even thinking.
Well, the
Very
number
effective
popped in my head
strategy.
right off. I know the answer to this, syndereN, so you should not use your god strength, obviously,
Okay.
in this question.
Let's
Just
see. if
saying.
I-
You know?
Okay.
Alrighty, guys. SUNSfan, what did you answer?
B.
Fuck.
That's straight with 7. Just that number popped into your head, syndereN.
Yeah, I picked 7 as well. After very deliberately actually thinking about it, I decided it's probably the right answer.
Well,
There's 7
thinking-
continents in the world. It's just general knowledge. Come on.
Yeah.
You don't need to count
The
them
name
out.
of it.
Yeah, but
name of
sometimes you don't want to make sure, It's like you don't want to look stupid, so you really want to make
Well,
sure.
I'm not a normal American. I don't count Mexico, Canada, and America as 3 continents, and Europe isn't a country. I've been around the world a few times, syndereN. Okay.
All right. And the answer is indeed B. So
What if
point
it
for both of
wasn't
you there?
the answer?
That would be wild.
What if it was 12? I'm sitting here counting. It's like missing
12.
Yeah, I mean, the North Pole can lead some people astray in more ways than one. It's technically like a thing, I guess, but it doesn't have a land mass, so it doesn't count. So if it had land, it would count, but it's just ice. So yeah, North Pole not a thing. There you go. Question number 2. Let's get straight into it. Which of these is not a noble gas? Testing your
God
guys'
strength.
chemistry right now. Oh, straight in.
Oh,
syndereN's
no.
going to use that God strength, and he is going
I'm
Oh,
gonna
no.
lose so hard now, but I gotta do it.
Go on,
Gonna
red
I
with
literally
rage.
don't even know what this means. What is noble? Okay, go ahead.
You're gonna get it right, and I'll get it wrong randomly. This is content right there.
A. Argon. B. Helium. C. Xenon. D. Radium. This is not noble gas on the periodic table. We get into the chemistry world now.
Okay,
I don't. Answered.
I think
Answered.
this is the first time where syndereN has answered before SUNSfan. I'm fairly sure. I mean, I don't have a statistic for that, but I'm guessing since, yeah, he did get that. So, syndereN, what did you put which you were so confident in?
I wasn't so confident. No, I'm pretty sure. So I'm almost certain that argon and xenon are definitely noble gases. And then I was just thinking about the layout of the periodic table, and I believe helium is in the same row. So I picked radium because it was the last one left for me.
You know, it's funny. I just watched a movie about what's her face that discovered radium, and somehow I did not choose D. Now that I think about it, it's definitely not a gas. So, but I chose A to get syndereN back, and we're actually tied now. A, syndereN.
If syndereN was right, you will be tied.
If I was right.
Oh boy.
And he was right.
Oh.
It is D, which is going to put you guys
All
neck
right.
and neck at 11
Perfect.
to 11. Oh my goodness. It is heating up in the general knowledge round as we get into question number
That is
4,
so
guys.
big.
3, guys.
That
Sorry.
is so bad.
2 questions left. I can actually hear the tension in your voice, syndereN. This means a lot. All right,
I've
guys.
known every question. I just want to say that out loud now.
I love
This one I
losing
should
to you
have
in
thought
Dota.
about a little bit
It's fucking physics that goes me back. Or chemistry, whatever you choose.
We're fine.
All right, guys. Let's bring it over to more present day. Which experimental video game released this year was developed by Hideo Kojima? Is it A,
fuck.
The Last of Us 2? Is it B, Death Stranding? Is it C, Half-Life Alyx? Or is it D, Ghost of Tsushima?
Ghost of Uh-oh.
The word looks scary.
Do you know this, syndereN?
It's actually quite easy.
No, but there's one of those games that I really want to play, actually, or should play, rather. Experimental game.
Little experimental.
All right, I'm going with my first instinct
I'll
on
go
this.
with my gut because I don't know. So, let's go.
All right.
I'll do the
God
shaman
help
strategy.
me.
I'll get it.
God
back
help
in the
me.
SUNSfan, what have you gone for?
Well, I know it's not A or C, 100%. So it's between B and D. I've only heard of B. Experimental. The fact that you couldn't pronounce Tsushima makes me think that it's not D. So I'll go with B.
Shit. SUNSfan, what is your answer? I hope it's not D.
I picked D, Ghost of Tsushima. But I don't know how experimental it is, so I think I'm probably wrong. Actually.
And indeed, unfortunately, you are wrong,
Yeah.
syndereN. It is, in fact, Death Stranding B. So SUNSfan pulls ahead with that 1 point again, getting him up to 12 points. And we get through to our 4th and final question of the quiz.
I'm like Sherlock
syndereN.
Holmes, just deducing everything. You know, gotta pay attention to detail.
Getting through. I mean, if you get this one wrong, then yeah, I mean you're in trouble, syndereN. No pressure. But you know what? I said we're moving away from Dota, but we're sort of still in the pseudo Dota land of Dota, which isn't Dota. So question number 4: who was the winner of Bot TI 2?
Oh my fucking god. Oh my god.
Was it A, Shadow Fiend? Was it B, Pangolier? Was it C, Earthshaker? Or was it D, Warlock?
So can you explain how bot TI works?
It's got.
no idea what
it is, dude.
It's no way it's not this. Or could it be?
Ask anyone on the street, and they might know.
All right. Well, this is the first time that it's 100% a guess.
syndereN has answered.
All right. Let's do it.
All right. What have you gone for first, starting with you, Sind?
Oh shit! Now that I think about it, I could have. Yeah. Okay, I picked Warlock because it should theoretically be insane at this.
That's unfortunate. That
You probably
is
picked the same.
unfortunate.
Did you pick the same?
I sure did, Cinder. I'm so
I
sorry.
think we might both be wrong, actually.
I hope so. It's the best way to end.
There is no way it's anyone else than B or D. Probably. There is no way.
I can't see it being Pangolin. I feel like I would have heard about it if it was Pangolin. I would have
It
remembered.
depends on how good, like Bot TI has like really weird AI, right? Where they just cast the spells randomly. But if Pangolier just gets off all their rolls, then they might be able to just kill the Warlocks because then they don't get Fatal Bonds and ignore the Golem largely. So, and Shield Crash is sick against 5 heroes that stack, you know. So
that's too much.
It's one of
theory
the two.
crafting.
Yeah,
Too much theory crafting.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
guys.
probably why I'm losing the show. I'm thinking too much.
Well,
It's-
doesn't matter because SUNSfans put the same answer as you anyway, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what happens here. SUNSfan is the winner, but just to know, it was in fact B Pangolier. syndereN, you had it.
Wow.
You could have done it.
I could
But
have
in the
got us
end,
some Nomads Nuggets.
you could have gotten to the Nomads Nuggets.
Can we
but,
do Nomads Nuggets anyway, just for show? That would be great.
We can
I
celebrate
love
with
n-
if
I
you,
love
that's how you wish to
nuggets.
celebrate, SUNSfan. We shall give you a singular nugget of mine
Beautiful.
to end the show with if you do decide. But yeah, all right, let's do it just for fun. First nugget.
Wait, do I have
Casting blink-
13 points or 12?
You have 12.
We have to.
You-
Okay. Just making
Why
sure.
is that important? You have
Just
enough?
need to know.
You've won.
Could have
You've
had
won.
16. Cinder, just remember.
Casting
sorry, go
Blink
ahead.
Dagger outside of its cast range incurs a penalty of how much you travel. Does this penalty apply to Anti-Mage and Queen of Plains Blink spells? Well, this is a yes or no. It's you know, this is a tiebreaker, right? It's sudden death, it's eliminations, and you have in fact both gone for no, and you're both correct.
So we're still tied, is what you're
So
saying.
you're still tied. Yeah.
Nice.
Exactly.
Okay, we're still tied.
Yeah, these ones amp up and get harder as we go on. There's not many. But anyway, we don't need them today. My nuggets do stay within me, and for now, they'll be held safe. But more importantly, we have a winner of episode 2 of the Mantle of Intelligence, and that winner is SUNSfan by a singular point. Very, very
He earned
close.
it.
Well played, both of you. But yeah, in the end, I mean, SUNSfan, anything you have to say for yourself, sir?
It was all calculated. I threw a couple questions, one of which on purpose, and I still beat syndereN. You should really be ashamed. And I literally just woke up. You've been up for how long now? The fact that I woke up at 1
Okay, so
p.m.,
here's
maybe I
here's
shouldn't
the thing
tell
about
people.
just waking up. If you just wake up and you're kind of in a haze, you probably have a better chance at answering correctly on lore questions of Dota.
Of course.
Because
Yeah.
that's kind of how they wrote the lore. So
What about the
probably had an
mechanic
advantage
questions?
there.
I don't know if you remember, but I was actually in the lead the entire game.
Yeah, I lagged the first question.
Yeah, okay, makes
Dash
sense, makes
ping
sense.
in the chat. Yeah, all right. Well, that is going to be it for the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys did enjoy it at home as well. But don't forget to, follow our channel, of course, if you haven't already. I'm sure you already do, but follow SUNSfan and syndereN on the older Twitter. And thank you so much for coming on the show, guys. It's hugely appreciated. And yeah, did you enjoy yourselves?
Yeah, that was
I
a lot of fun.
hated every second of no, that was a lot of fun. You approached me. What was it, like a week? I mean, it took like 2 weeks to schedule with syndereN because he's been playing World of Warcraft all day. But
It's your favorite fun fact, actually. You say that
when
every
you,
opportunity you get.
he's a real World of Warcraft player. But no, the show's a lot of fun. I like the concept a lot. You guys do a good job. So
Yeah.
keep it up.
It
I
was
love
a lot
game
of fun.
shows.
It was a lot of fun, but make sure you change the puck of luck to not be rigged for next episode.
All right, guys. Thanks a ton for watching, and yeah, we're gonna say goodbye. And make sure you tune in whenever the next episode is. You were trying to organize them within kind of 1 or 2 weeks of each other, so yeah, make sure you follow the channel, follow on Twitter. We'll let you guys know when it's up, and of course, the VODs will be up on YouTube and on this channel later on for your enjoyment. But from today, goodbye. See you later, guys.